I knew him as Solus. Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solus imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solus wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him, and that's where you come in.
Alright, welcome to Dragon Age Veilguard. I just completed my first playthrough, and yeah, I already given my Steam review. Uh, I'll give it after we finish this playthrough. It's about 62 hours, I think. So yeah, but overall, I'm just devastated with how the story, not really how the story played out, how they did certain things in the story, but we'll get there when we get there. Okay, so my first playthrough I played a human mage, and now for this playthrough I actually had created one character. I don't want to waste time with the character creation, so I already completed with this. So I'm gonna go with this guy. Okay, so this is fine. Uh, yeah, just ignore this. I can't be bothered with this. Then I think that should be okay. Continue. So I plan to be a warrior. Should I be a warrior? Let's see what options do I have. Guess for damage, Reaper or Slayer. I'm going to play champion. Okay, so I'll go with warrior. How do I change class? Can I change class? I can't, is it? This outfit preview. I don't have a choice. Oh yeah, because I imported the character. So anyway, I'm just gonna choose warrior. So let's go. Okay, for faction, I'm thinking of going for Grey Warden. I don't know, I'm not familiar. This Veil Jumper, Shadow Dragons, I'm not very familiar. Lord of Fortune, maybe I still can understand. Moonwatch, we heard of them before. And even Crows, we heard of them before. I could go and even Crow, but because they've already announced there'll be no DLC for Veilguard, and with how Veilguard turned out, I think we can potentially forget a Dragon Age 5 anytime soon. The fact they took 10 years for this, which is a bit of disappointment. Yeah, I think this will probably, and how the game later on, how the story pans out, this will definitely be my last Dragon Age game, and you will know when we reach the end. So because of that, my first Origins I played a Grey Warden, and so we will complete it we will end our Dragon Age series and story as a Grey Warden. Select this weapon. So this is just difficulty. Frankly speaking, even at adventure difficulty, some of the combat feels very tedious. Not as fun as it could be. Hopefully, maybe with the warrior is different. Let's see. So I'm just gonna go for adventurer. Yeah, this will be my last play, my second and last playthrough. So yeah. All right. So let's call ourselves Last Chaos because this is the last one. Confirm. Play the boys.
Time to get to work. What's he been saying now?
Well, we're not in trouble.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's move.
Yeah, that's
Let's
something
move.
they allow. So I'm going with 1.
Let's move.
Okay, so now we can do the Inquisition. So this is another big bummer for this game. Everything you did in Origins and Dragon Age 2 doesn't shit matters. And even in Inquisition, let's see. So you can only make these changes. This is the full changes that I've done. Blah 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 blah. Woman rose to a okay. Solar. Swore to find him. So let's make some changes just to make sure. So Aurora, Inquisitor level 1. Alright. Okay, so I think the Inquisitor is woman. Okay. Elf. My Inquisitor was elf. So I can customize the look. I don't want to spend too much time. She looks pretty good with this actually. This is the starting preset. Eesh. No, I would. Maybe I want to change the hair. Do I want to change the hair? Where is the hair? Body. Let's see what we can do. Body proportion. Okay, I think I am not going to touch this. Body proportion. Chest size. Let's make it as big as possible. That is the biggest, by the way. Because this game obviously is doing it in a manner where they have a common model for male and female, so that's the biggest. I have no comments about that. Both sides, okay. Where is the hair? Head shape? Okay, then we don't do this. Okay. So even the hair, I could get a guy's hair. So yeah, wonderful. Let's just see what's a nice hair for our for level 1. Last time our hair was short. After 10 years, I think we can. I think it'll be okay to make it this long. And it's brown hair, so I think this is good. I don't like her face. Looks very masculine. But I really don't want to spend time on. Ah, crap. Let's just leave it. Okay. So the only thing we did change is the hair. Okay. We'll continue. Her name was Aurora, correct? And I think this was her original voice.
I won't let this stand.
Yes. Accept. So, okay, finalize. So continue. So we can choose here, and I chose the user was always busy and like, what's this? Okay. So just take note of most of these people, because for example, my favorite guy, Cullen, my man, he's at least he was never mentioned at all throughout my playthrough. It's as if he's disappeared from the face of the earth. As the story progresses, you will know what I mean. So I'm in love with Solus. Okay, so the fate of the Inquisition in my playthrough formally disbanded. Yep. So stop Solus. So I want to save Solus because in my Inquisition playthrough, which I uploaded on YouTube, this is what I tried to do. So we'll go for this. And I think we are good. Let's finalize. So my name, everything is good. We accept. And yep. Okay, let's go.
So, where were we?
Barrick.
Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Manrathus, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town and a missing contact.
The graphic is good.
Let's try this again. Where's Nevgalis?
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Okay, this is when I have to decide. I plan to be, since I chose a warden, I plan to be a no-nonsense, serious person, not always the, oh yeah, we're good, you know. So, I'm not gonna talk it out. I'm just gonna demand.
Nevgalis is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable. Not enough gold in the world for this.
Varric, now!
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
My favorite man.
Nev Gallus.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks. Your friend Nev Gallus is at Dumat Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
Never works.
It got us Nev's location. Come on. Harding will be worried.
Harding.
All right. Break's over.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her. The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
You gotta admit, this looks really damn good. Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything much for now, so let's just walk. Oh, in case you're wondering, why am I playing now?
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
Okay, yeah, usually I'll wait for DLC, but they already announced they will have no DLC for this game. I think maybe it's because of the poor sales performance. So yeah.
Spare a coin, please. Andraste bless you.
Minratos, we always heard about it in the first 3 games, and now we are here. Look at that, the Archon Palace.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Is there a map for this? Minratos streets, okay.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go! On is this way. She'll get us to Dumat Plaza. Then Nev will get us to Solus.
So yeah, it may sound urgent, but
Watch out! Solus summoning demons on purpose?
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
yeah, just taking in the sights. This is my last playthrough after all.
And when the veil comes down completely?
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this. Come on, this way. It should get us to Harding.
Oh. They blocked my way back. Alright. Good to know. Oh.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the doors quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Yes,
Honey.
hard thing.
You all right?
I've been doing what I can to help.
From
The
Inquisition.
ritual must be weakening the Veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
No, no.
Fought some demons, and the Archon's palace took a few shots at us. Nothing we couldn't handle.
Speak for yourself.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nev Gallus? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
Venatori got to her first. We grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Okay, this is the first time I'm using a warrior. I wonder whether these are the despair demons.
Demons.
To create a tank chain on that side. Okay.
Here they come.
Yep. Okay, right click is good.
I think that's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev. You two all right? Patch yourselves up if you need it.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the Veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was,
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
Archon's palace. It floats over the city with a big cannon pointed down at its own people.
Okay, nothing. What is X? Are we up? No. Okay. Let's move on. Okay, nothing there.
You are in violation of Imperial order.
Ooh.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Crap. Let's move.
They're the ones who made trouble in the bar.
Okay. Make sure I don't miss anything.
Venatory cultists!
I hate these assholes. Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way.
Okay, that's a cool part. You can throw people down. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. More roofs open. Look at that.
More intruders!
Avenge our fallen brothers!
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
They crossed the Grey Wardens a few years back. Got a lot of our people killed.
Yep. I was there.
Yeah, they were talking about the western approach, I think. More stairs opening.
Come on. Guess we're sliding down.
Yep, we're sliding down.
They're allies of Neb Gallus! Kill them all!
You're diving in for the tourist okay.
Not adventurous! The Venatorio! Venatori! Take your revenge!
Another barrier.
That's
But
nice.
it looks like Nev's work, not the Venatori's.
Yeah, there's a way through. Wait, there is a way through here. Okay, nothing here.
Varric, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Neb Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found him a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece.
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but he tends to think in straight lines.
Nice to meet you. Based on the Venatori, you've got excellent taste in enemies.
I do my best.
You said you had a lead?
I haven't seen Solus in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
All citizens in the canal district must remain in their homes.
So if we do catch Solus, or the Dread Wolf, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us.
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
We can slide down the line to get across.
I'm getting too old for this.
There. That's the building I tracked Solus to.
Looks like the Venatori also found it. And then demons found them.
Wait. Is there anything up here? They want to give you a sense of urgency, but in my first playthrough as a mage, I played along with the story. Where do we need to go? We need to cross there. Okay, I don't want to cross there. Yeah. But you gotta admit, it's really beautiful, as expected. Because it took 10 years, so I expect to look a hell lot better than Inquisition. And yeah, it did, which is good. Yeah. Okay, I think I know where this place is once the map opens up. But because of the slide down, I won't be able to go back to the original street I was in. Rescue to shield toss. Okay, so I do have a range, that's good.
parchment on the entrance. I can get it.
Okay.
Venatori. They must have tracked the magic to this building as well.
And then the demons found them.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch.
We should head back. Solus is probably inside.
So this is the Dread Wolf's hideout.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Minrathous itself.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
What do you see?
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
Let me just try. Ooh, okay. So I guess I can press Q.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solus said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much at least.
Wait. Oh, that's where I came from, okay. Also look at the minimap, make sure there's no hidden path that I missed.
More demons.
Nah, I'm going to be staying.
Locked. There must be a way to open it. Let's look around.
Airs used magic. Solus used a lot of power for something.
Solus, the Dread Wolf, Venharel. He's got a lot of names.
I always called him Chuckles.
Yes. I remember that, the good old Inquisition days. I did actually replay Inquisition and completed it 1 month before
Nice work.
Veilguard release.
Let's see what's on the other side.
But after I heard Veilguard's reviews about the game and stuff like that, I held out buying. But I decided to go ahead with it because I just wanted to continue with the story. And well, for my Steam review, this will be my last Dragon Age game, and yeah, as we progress through, you will understand why. So I will try my best to enjoy it. In my first playthrough, I guess I was more focused on completing it. But there were just some bad dialogues, cringy at best. And then I think overall the writing wasn't as good as the original 3.
This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very
Look
old.
at that water effect.
It
is
acts
really
like a doorway from one place to another. Solus uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
The demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
Oh! Okay. Look at that.
We get tremors every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry.
Make sure. Okay, let's go. There shouldn't be much stuff around right now. We need to let it just go.
Almost there.
Usability shortcut 1, 2, 3. Okay. There's a fight coming up. Is it? They're turning back.
Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many will get as Solus finishes this ritual.
Right, demon.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
They changed how all the demons
Everyone
look.
all right?
Good enough. Let's
He's
get
the
to
pride
Solus.
demon.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
Okay. For this one, I'll agree.
We've got your back. If anyone can get through to him, you can.
Thanks, Rook. Whatever else he is, he's my friend. And if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
More demons!
Take care of the team for me. Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Solus. He could have taken a clean shot.
Let's buy him some time.
But if you played Inquisition, both of them do get along.
I know Varric is getting through to Solus.
We better talk fast. We can't hold these demons off forever.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
Bianca.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Okay, my first playthrough, I brought Harding with me. I'm gonna bring Nev with me this time.
Let's go, Ned. Harding, keep the demons busy.
Good luck.
building.
Why? Why tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but...
It isn't falling! We need to push it!
Right!
Together! Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
Hope he doesn't die.
Oh, no, no, no! Nev!
Let's go! This way! This way!
And that's the prologue.
You have no idea what you have done.
Soulless. I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world. When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
All right, you brought me here to talk. What are we talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the Elven Gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted Elven Gods walk free.
So the Evanuris tap the power of the Blight. Okay. So the question is, where did the Blight come from?
How am I supposed to trust anything you're saying?
You saw them escape from my prison.
I also saw you bringing down the veil.
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric?
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is quite practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago, but I am certain you will be fine.
Okay, now I'm alright.
How bad are we talking here?
Their power outstripped my own even before they embraced the corruption of the Blight.
But you did imprison them.
Through trickery. I also had a ritual dagger of pure lyrium, and a network of mirrors to take me from the lighthouse across the world.
I don't have either of those.
Well then, I expect you will be busy. Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve. This is your responsibility now.
Why tear down the veil? Listen.
You have no idea what you have done.
This is your responsibility now.
Well, look who's still with us.
Varric? You're okay. But I saw Solus stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me. Don't think I'll be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
What happened?
I did my best to talk sense into Solus, but of course, he wasn't listening. He never does.
The plan did go a little wrong.
Yeah. Harding got everyone out. By the skin of her teeth, mostly. Before you start worrying, Nev will be fine. She's apparently a lot tougher than both of us put together. Or, at least, she's a lot tougher than me.
Varric, when we stopped the ritual, something else got out. Something even Solus is afraid of.
You've got this, Rook. World's not flooded with demons right now. Because you stopped Solus, not me.
Varric, even so, I need you to...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. Like that time you ditched your orders for a better strategy during a darkspawn attack. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solus mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook, look who's awake. I've been searching the place for lyrium potions. Didn't mean to intrude.
Not at all. I was just about to have a look around.
Oh, be careful if you go outside, Rook. It is a long way down. The Alluvian led us into something, and it's in the Fade. Because that's what we needed. The dream world.
Then I really need to look around.
Can't hurt. In theory. And we need to talk about our next move. Maybe find Harding? She went outside somewhere. There's a table in the central area here. I'll meet you both there.
Go ahead, Rook. Me, I need to sleep. See you later, kid.
Okay. So now we are at our base. But for now we will stop here. And we will continue in the next episode. Okay, I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.